Hi, family. Hope you're finding some sanity in this insane ass world. Today, I'm coming to you to talk about the Electoral College because we have 4 years to get totally unified and understand the voting process in this country. So, as I learn, I'm going to share with everyone else so that we can grow and learn together and that we can make informed decisions instead of running to the polls happily to vote for which white ruler is going to rule over us. Well, the Electoral College basically means only white votes matter. You have to understand how the Electoral College came to be, and so it was a constitutional convention in 1787 where they made all these decisions that we still live by today. What happened was there was only 13 states at the time, and the southern states, which had all those damn slaves, they really didn't want the president to be elected by the popular vote, because even though they had the largest populations, the largest population in the South, especially Virginia, they didn't want to go. Most people couldn't vote, is what I'm trying to say, is because they were slaves. They had so many slaves, so they didn't want the president to be elected by popularity because they were outnumbered. So they came up with this whole thing of the Electoral College, where they could count slaves as part of their population. So that would help them win seats, to help them win representative seats. Okay, here we go. So to make you totally understand this, and this is where your 3/5 of a person comes from in the Constitution as well. Because when they made all these decisions in 1787, they tried to say that they were worried about the big states having an advantage over the small states. Hell no, that's not what it was about. It was all about keeping slavery. They wanted to keep us enslaved, and they wanted that political power. And so in 1800, Thomas Jefferson actually won the presidency, and he, as we all know, was a slaveholder, and he won it by this Electoral College. They actually called him the Negro president. There's actually even a book out about this, and it's called the Negro President, because they called him that because he won the presidency by counting the slaves. They still wouldn't say that we were a whole person, but you got to count the slaves as 3/5 of a person in the voting process. So this is what tipped it for the slave holder to become the president. They try to act like it was about, like I said before, the big versus the small states. No, they used this to their advantage, and they went the southern states. And you know how racist Virginia still is. So just imagine how it was back then. They were the largest population. Get this now, the largest population. But they were worried about still not winning because they were such a large population because they had so many damn slaves. So that's why they deemed Thomas Jefferson as the black president, because that's how he won the election, is by counting 3/5 of every slave. Okay, so now you see more so slavery was not only free labor, it became we became political, as well. Now they use us politically, as they still do. Nothing has changed. They got teamed up, the southern states teamed up with people that were saying, they tried to lie all these years and say they were worried about white people that were less educated about the voting, and they didn't have the sense to vote the right person in. That wasn't really what it was about. It was about keeping slaves and having political power. But they teamed up with these people and hid behind that, as they do now. Like, they team up with people and act like that they're for their cause, kind of like these people out here acting like they care about black lives when they're really promoting the gay agenda. Nothing ever changes. They're not a progressive type of people. So let me see, I'm going to break this down as simple, as easy as I can, as easy as I can understand it, because it's such a convoluted mess. But at the same time, it's simple, if you understand what I'm saying. So, as I said, the southern states were outnumbered. So this lets you know just how many damn slaves they had. You had the biggest population, but you were in fear of not being able to elect a president because you had so many damn slaves. Wow. And so Thomas Jefferson won the presidency off of having over 500,000 slaves, counting 500,000 slaves. And they did this for electoral reasons. So slaves couldn't vote. They had no rights, none of that. But yet they counted their heads in order to win the election. Same thing now. If you understand how a person might commit a crime in one state and then get shipped off way far from where they live. And you're like, hey, what the hell am I doing going way over here? Because they can count you as part of their population so that they can have political power. They're still doing that because we know that prison is just free. It's just slavery. Slavery has never ended. So that's why they ship people way far away from where they initially committed the crime to somewhere where they can be counted. But yet they can't vote themselves. They come out of prison and can't vote. But yet they can be counted as part of these populations where they want to get their racist ass people into office. Wow, they really have did one up over on us. So black people, while you're running around happily running to the polls thinking that your vote counts, when will you get it? This is not the first time that that a person has run a presidency and it wasn't by popular vote. How come these presidents keep winning by electoral votes if your damn vote counts? If that doesn't tell you that your damn vote don't count, I don't know what does. Politicians are not voted in. They're bought in. Like people, we have to unite and vote as a block so that we can buy us a politician. We give them a list of demands if they want our votes, and they have to do it, give us what's on this list of demands, then you get our vote. Next time you go to the polls, we have 4 years to get educated on what's really going on and to unify. And to really have our voices heard. Instead of running out here thinking your damn vote counts. I told everybody. I didn't know who was going to win. I damn sure thought Hillary was. But I told everybody, if you stayed home, if nobody went out and voted, whoever they had picked was going to win anyway. This is like Al Gore lost to Bush. Bush didn't win the popularity vote. He won the electoral college vote. And I always wonder, who the fuck is Electoral College? Well, now we know. It was all about slavery. Keep it out in just like it is now. Then even after slavery supposedly was abolished, then they kept breeding us illegally to keep their numbers, to have political power. Black people have always been political power. Just as we were the first thing that was traded on the stock market. But they keep saying that we need them. They don't need us. Bullshit. You wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for us. So so now you can understand why they held on to this 3/5. Oh, we don't count unless we count for them, for their purposes. And they always want to act like your vote counts and talk to black people like we're so damn stupid and uneducated, making you think you're out here campaigning for which master is going to get in the damn office. When you see, it don't matter how much you go vote. If it ain't who they want, then their asses ain't getting in there. You must understand what is going on. So quit talking about repairing the system. It needs to be totally destroyed, dismantled, and a new one built. And actually, from my opinion, black people, it really ain't even none of our business. Because it don't matter who get in office, it does nothing for us. So why in the hell is the election any of our damn business any damn way? We need to be worrying about one another. Now, if we come together unified, then maybe we can do something in the political arena. Because it's all the illusion of inclusion. They don't give a damn about us. And now that Trump is in there, poor white people gonna find out they don't give a fuck that you white either. So I think Trump, once again, I'll say, is a win. I hope he turn the heat up high as hell so that black people have no choice but to unify. I hope Trump turn the heat up on our asses. Because right now, the line is drawn in the sand. You gotta choose a side. You gotta choose a side. Either you're racist or you're not. There is no more gray area. There's no, well, I not, but, and all those damn conjunctions. Choose a side. That's where we at in this country right now. Choose a motherfucking side. Because I believe in either you with me or you against me. And if you want to know if somebody's racist, just start talking about the shootings and the killings. As soon as they start justifying more, but wait, then you know right then, drop that motherfucker like they hot. So black people, we have to get educated on this whole process. Why do you think they took civics class and made that not anything that we have to have anymore in school? Because they don't want you to know how the government operates. You must know. It's too much information out here. You can go online. You can figure all this stuff out. You can research. Because I'm not going to say anything that I haven't looked up. And hey, don't take my word for it. Go research the Electoral College. Vote yourself. All Electoral College mean is only white votes matter. That's it. And even after, like I said, we were supposedly able to vote. Remember, they did all the Jim Crow. They did all the different things to voter suppression back then. Well, shit. Back then, it was the 3/5 and Jim Crow. But what has changed? Now it's just, oh, you're a felon, you can't vote. Oh, you don't have ID, you can't vote. Oh, they make sure it's only enough polling stations where it's so crowded that you get frustrated. Same thing. They want to count us for their own purposes, but yet we have no rights. As in, what was it, Dre versus Scott, whatever that was. A black man has no rights that a white man is bound to respect or whatever. So you have to quit believing in these systems that they have built. Because just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. Because remember, slavery was legal. And in the name of Jesus, slavery was legal. So you have to really research on what the fuck this system is about while you're partaking in your own damn demise. That's something. And if you think about it, research it. Go there if you dare. Virginia is still one of the most racist motherfucking places in this damn country. No different than when Thomas Jefferson won the presidency and he was a motherfucking slaveholder, but he won the damn presidency because he had so many damn slaves. That's how he benefited. Ain't that about a bitch? So you need to understand this census shit that they do. Don't partake in the census and all that shit they do is bullshit. Anything that coming around knocking on our doors, trying to get our support or trying to get information from us, it can't be good for us. You must understand, white people are not trying to help black people. So I don't care how nice they come to your damn doors, acting like, oh, we need you to vote and so is really for the people. Don't believe that bullshit. Electoral College is built straight off of slavery. And we're still slaves today. You think you're not a slave? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you're not out here fighting for our rights or don't understand what's going on, you're just, you are a slave. If you won't open up your eyes and understand what these people are doing to us, have done to us, and this is why they do whatever they can at all costs to keep us ignorant of what's going on. So I just wanted to say this little brief piece about the Electoral College. You need to research it. That's where that whole 3/5 of a man came from. They do nothing but use us for political gain that never benefits us. You think all those people they counted, Thomas Jefferson counted, they were slaves. They counted them, but did that shit benefit them? Hell no. Just like voting today don't benefit our asses. Really? All I can say is we really have to get educated. Just as I saw that they were, who was it? Mike Huckabee or somebody had this whole thing out on Facebook saying they made some DVD talking about the blessings of God or some shit about Thanksgiving, and they're giving a DVD away for free so that kids will know about God. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? I bet you will give that fucking DVD away for free. They know that we're waking up and they want to keep us asleep. Any black person that likes and agrees with Mike Huckabee going to give that version of what Thanksgiving is about, you're a damn coon. Because if that DVD don't show rape, murder, pillage, then that DVD ain't what Thanksgiving really was about. And no black child should be watching that shit. Neither should a white child. Because the whites have been lied to just like the blacks. All of us have been lied to by the elite. They really got a lot of white people running around thinking that Thanksgiving mean the bullshit that they say. A lot of white people are ignorant just like us. They've been told the same damn lies as we have. So just remember, Electoral College means only white votes count. Research it. Black people unify so we can buy ourselves a damn candidate. That's all I wanted to say about this damn Electoral College. Go research it, please. And it'll all start making sense to you. The whole 3/5 of a person, gerrymandering, look that up. Look up how they really, you'll understand why they send prisoners to certain states and where they build the prisons at. So that they can get their numbers up for their representation in the political process. Start researching where the prisons are. Research where the same states, every time a nominee runs, they go to these same states campaigning hard where the most electoral votes are. They don't give a fuck about us. They just going where they can get the most votes. It's not about the people. It's not about the people because the people do not elect presidents. Only way you elect a president is if the Electoral College agrees with what the hell the popular vote says. That's the only way. And did you really elect them then? And to my people that are still upset and terrified of Trump, come on, people. We got to do better. We got to do better. At least your racism is out front. Because if you think Hillary was going to do something for you, she wasn't. Black people, we have to stop thinking that white people are going to save us. They're not. How is the motherfucker that put you in the state that you're in and oppress you, you think that the oppressor is going to help you? We have to do this shit ourselves. Ain't no white Jesus coming, people. My people need that. No white Jesus is coming. We got to do this shit ourselves. And we can do it. Nothing can destroy us but us. They have tried everything to destroy us, to kill us off. It has not worked. We are that damn strong. We can only destroy ourselves. So if we stop destroying ourselves, we'll be just fine. We need our own communities, our own businesses. Stop trying to assimilate into their way of life, because their way of life means nothing good for us. Nothing good for us. Nothing. So it didn't matter who you voted for. They were going to get who they wanted for their damn agenda. It has nothing to do with your vote. So you went out there, waited in those long lines, huffed and puffed, all of that shit, only for him to win by the Electoral College. That racist ass bullshit. Next time somebody tries to come to you with that bullshit about the Electoral College and every vote counts, you need to check that motherfucker. Research this for yourself, because your vote does not count. It doesn't count. If it's not what they want, it's not what's going to happen. And you really believe that America doesn't know who's going to be running the country? They got to figure it out every 4 years on November 8th. That's when they figure out. You think that they don't plan ahead? Are you fucking kidding me? They plan ahead for generations for their children. You think they don't plan ahead for generations for the country? All of a sudden they don't know who's going to be at the helm? Are you kidding me right now? But people, please study the Electoral College. And I'm not talking about on no fucking Wikipedia. That's made by them too. Dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. Google is your friend. YouTube is your friend. Black people, we have got to learn to trust one another. There are plenty of educated black scholars, black historians that know what's really up. And they're the ones who are going to tell us what's really up. You think they've lied to us about the entire history. So why do you go to them for your information and for your facts? Hell, You seen that interview, News One, with Roland Martin and that damn racist? He said that the Egyptians were white and that white people built the damn pyramids, and he was dead ass serious. And you don't know, you don't realize how many of them really think that they built them damn pyramids. But you mean to tell me your ass was in Europe and you came down to Egypt, came down to Africa and built some pyramids, but you didn't build none in Europe where your ass was living? Make that make sense for me. So my people, I love you. Please study the Electoral College so you can be informed and at least understand about voting the next 4 years when it's time to vote again, instead of voting blindly and thinking that you got a white savior coming, because you don't. So just please, once again, study Electoral College and you will see even more the racist foundation of the laws in this country. Once again, I love you. I love my people. Peace and love. And always vote on black. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, Tina Sue. I would love to hear from you because I don't know everything. This is a channel for us to share ideas and share information. And I want to network with people so that we can inform one another and bring this into our communities and have everyone informed. At least when you're voting, you should be informed. So peace and love, people, and find some sanity in this insane ass world. Always bet on black. Have a good one.